某一天在 Instagram 上面看到一则贴文，给我一些灵感。那贴文的主题是 Questions that feels like hugs。所以今天就来跟主管们分享一些平常在生活中可以用到让人感到温暖的句子。Hello， 欢迎来到 Executive Plus 主管与沟通力的 Podcast。I'm Sherry, an educator, certified coach, and style enthusiast。我相信专业有效的沟通是语言跟逻辑的完美结合。
And I'm Nick, a startup consultant, corporate trainer, and late-night gaming junkie. I believe great communication requires the right mindset and solid frameworks.
我们希望带给大家职场英语的技能、跨文化沟通技巧与其他能帮助您成为出色领导者的工具。
Join us each week as we share our experience, research, and methodologies to take your communication and language skills from good to great. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Executive Plus podcast. Now we hope that our voices bring you some comfort or a nice opening to your day. And if that happens, then we're happy. But there's certain sentences that when someone we care about or someone we love says them to us, it just feels like a warm hug or gives you that little tingly sensation. Today, we want to talk about a few sentences and the intonation behind them of how you can give someone a verbal warm hug.
I think encouraging words are really important these days. 最近我觉得大家可能也会觉得每天看新闻看得心里还蛮烦的吧。所以看到这个 IG 的时候，我就想到，对啊，有一些句子可以让你感到好像人家在拥抱你。You know, you feel really warm and fuzzy inside. 那我也很想要来跟大家分享这些句子，因为你会发现啊，这些句子完全都不难，而且非常的短，是每一个人都会讲的。但是呢，很重要的就是我们用的语调跟语气，它可以把一个句子变得很温暖，或者把一个句子变得很 sarcastic， 都非常有可能。So let us kind of show you what are these sentences that makes you feel like warm hugs.
And as Sherry said, keep in mind that a lot of times it's not simply about the sentence, about the sentiment, the feeling, and the tone behind it. For those of you who have joined Premium, Andrew actually has an entire lesson about how we choose words based on the feeling of the sound. That sometimes the sound actually evokes a certain feeling, whether you want it to be more serious, you want it to be softer, you want it to be more scientific. Words carry a type of weight. So let's look at a few sentences that, when used properly, can really just make someone's day or make them smile a little bit. And the first one is really simple. You look so nice today.
Not so much as, oh, you look so hot today, right? Because that feels like there is another layer of meaning. But just simply, you look really nice today.
Yeah, and it's funny that word nice, even though it's so simple, but like you said, if I switch it out, it's like, oh, you look so hot, or you look so pretty, or you look so gorgeous today. Just changing the word changes the sentiment of that tone a little bit. But when you say nice, like almost every person, doesn't matter if it's male or female, when they hear that, they actually tend to like sit up a little straighter. Like, oh, wow, you look really nice today.
Yeah. 你有没有发现你在讲 nice 这个字的时候有一种阳光的感觉 right? It just feels really warm. It feels really sunny almost. So yeah, you look so nice today. And I think everyone would love to hear that every single day, right?
Yes. Now, again, remember, tone matters. When you're giving that warm feeling like, oh, you look so nice today. The nice needs to feel. And avoid, if you listen to our episode on sarcasm, being like, oh, you look so nice today.
I think Nick does a very good sarcasm. But I don't think you've ever said that, though. I think you've always been very genuine.
I have been very genuine. Our next sentence, very simple, but with the right tone, it can go from something very inquisitive, where you would get anxiety if your boss asks you this, to something that can just be a nice, like, I'm thinking of you moment. And that sentence is simply, hey, what are you doing?
When you said about the boss, I thought about this could be something I ask my daughter. What are you doing?
Yeah. What are you working on?
因为你听到房间没有声音的时候，你就会想一定 something is up. So the first, every parent would go like, what are you doing? Why is it so quiet? So again, the tone is very different, right? 那 tonality 完全不一样，但又让我想起了那个 Friends 的 Joey 就会讲 How you doing?
How you doing? What's interesting about this is oftentimes if someone writes out like text message wise, the full like, what are you doing? It comes across as that inquisitive, like, what are you doing? What are you working on? Why are you not answering my phone calls? But what you actually see is that when people write whatcha, W-A-T-C-H-A, it comes across a lot friendlier.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what you doing?
It's like friendly and like just fun, right?
Yeah.
比较好像跟朋友在讲话那种感觉。
In text form, that automatically changes the feeling of, hey, what you doing? What you thinking about? Versus, what are you doing? What are you thinking about?
All right, maybe next time I'll change my tone.
Yeah.
So the next one, it's very simple as well. Are you feeling well? You know, maybe if you see your coworkers just not really feeling well, they're under a lot of stress, 他的表情看起来就比较沉重一点，就可以问 Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling well?
Yeah, and putting that stress on the sort of caring aspect of it. Like, oh, are you feeling okay? Are you feeling well? Versus someone who's like, wow, are you feeling okay? You feeling well? Where it comes across as that very skeptical, like, why are you being such a jerk?
Absolutely. And here's another one. And actually, I think this is a very parenty type of questions. Are you warm? Are you cold? I ask this question a lot.
Parents ask this question a lot, or like significant others
will
always ask this question. Like, oh, are you cold? Can I get you a blanket?
Exactly. 或者在办公室嘛，我们常常都会 AC 开得很强。You know, are you cold? Are you warm? Are you okay? I think these are all just really easy questions that you can ask every day. There's another one I quite like. And I think a lot of times, even coworkers, friends, or significant others, you can always ask this question at the very end of the day. You can say, did you get home on time?
Yeah. Or a similar thing that people use is like, did you make it back okay?
Yeah.
Right? By using that phrase, did you make it back okay? If someone's on a trip, or again, it's a friend and maybe they left your house or they left the office and they're going somewhere and it's late, or, you know, there's something you want to show concern, just that, hey, did you make it back okay?
也就是比如说你同朋友啊，他开很久的车，那你知道他很晚到家，也就是我们中文在讲你平安到家了吗？ You know, did you make it back okay? Yeah, I think this is a fantastic question to ask really anyone. 它不会有特别的太强的意义，就是好像一定要 romantic 才能问这样子的问题。我觉得同事朋友之间都可以。
Joking and sarcastic version of this, which sometimes, again, depending on the friend you can use, or I'll use sometimes to be like, hey, are you still alive?
Yes, Nick 常常会开这种玩笑，很烦。Are you still alive?
Still alive?
Are you dead yet?
Did you make it home in one piece?
Oh yeah, you said that a lot.
Yeah.
Did you make it home in one piece? So let me explain. What does it mean by did you make it home in one piece? 也就是可能你是不是平安回家？是不是没有受伤啊？没有被人家砍啊？没有怎么样？In one piece. It's really weird concept. I don't know where it came from.
Well, that phrase you'll hear a lot when someone like potentially there was like a dangerous situation or something exciting happened. Be like, oh, thankfully we made it out in one piece.
Yeah, okay. 可能是一些状况，之前有一些状况发生，稍微有点小危险 ，right？ 但是大家还是可以平安的逃过那一场 ，so we made it home in one piece.
Yeah.
Now the next one, again, I think it's really great and it's suitable for office environment is, do you want to go get coffee together? I love that sentence, 因为这代表说我可以 say yes, 然后我可以 get off my desk. And I can go away and just take a little break. I love this. 尤其是我很喜欢长官来问我这个问题. That means you get a little one-on-one time with your manager.
Yeah, so definitely anytime be like, hey, you want to go grab a coffee with me? It's just kind of a nice, friendly thing. As long as you don't say it in a very, you know, like color wolf way. Like, hey, you want to go get a coffee or something?
I don't think anyone would say that. It's more like, do you want to go get a drink with me? I think in America, do you want to go get a drink with me? It's okay, right?
Yeah, it's okay. I actually joke about that phrase, or something. Anytime someone uses the phrase or something, like, hey, you want to go get a coffee or something? Want to get a dinner or something? Their intentions are not pure.
So you stop at the coffee part,
Yeah,
right?
It's like, oh, you want to grab a drink? You want to grab a coffee or dinner? If it's specific, that's okay. Unless someone's like very airy and like kind of like, ooh, all over the place. Most of the time when a sentence comes out, I'll be like, hey, you want to get some coffee or something?
Can I answer? Coffee's good.
Yeah, you can.
Just be very specific. Coffee's good.
Yeah, be specific in response. Like, yeah, I would love a coffee.
So again, to continue our sentences that feels like hugs and not like a stalker. Another one we can say is, what do you need? Is there anything that you need?
What do you need? It always feels nice. And again, what you'll find with these sentences, it's always showing some sense of empathy or concern towards your situation.
其实就是显出你自己有多么的在乎对方, right? It just shows that you care for this person, care about this person. But again, I think this sentence and the sentence that we mentioned earlier, what are you doing? If you use the wrong tone, it's actually very different. Like this one, you could say, what do you need?
Right. What do you want from me?
What? I definitely said that to my daughter.
Well, I think like all kids in Taiwan are just automatic response when you call the name, like, Gama. Right? They don't leave the room. They don't leave their seat. That's just like...
What?
Like you come here and say that to my face.
What do you need?
Right.
Yeah.
But if you physically present in front of someone, like, is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything you need?
Yeah. What do you need? Or is there anything you need? 我觉得这也是对同事啊，同事之间在工作上也是一个很好让人家感到非常温暖的一些句子。但是注意就是要用对的语调跟语气，才会有这种温暖的效果。
Well, we hope that you enjoyed this nice little vacation from the serious topics after our hard-hitting interview series. We just thought that it would be fun to talk a little bit about tone, about sentences, and just about feeling better. We hope you join us next time.
Bye.
Bye.
The Executive Plus podcast is a Presentality Group production, produced and hosted by Sherry Fang and Nick Howard. You can search us on Facebook, 主管英文 Executive Plus. You can also find us on Instagram, Communication R&D, and email us at sherry@epstyleplus.com.